Hello everyone, this is Karen.
Hey everybody, day 2. I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at Master Your Money.
Day
2, that's right. And the vocabulary words are budget.
Budget.
The first thing I did was work out a budget to see how much I could lower my debt by.
Account.
I
went to the bank to open a new account.
Good. Aware.
The
teacher was not aware that some of her students cheated on the last test.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Manage.
Trevor's
dad always tells him that he needs to manage his time more wisely.
That's right. So we're talking about managing money and managing time.
Right.
Okay, so last time we talked about, the first steps. We have to watch out for our expenses.
Right.
Track your expenses, right?
Yeah.
So what else can we do, once we started doing that and cut down the spending?
Right. Then you can, if you want to buy something, you could set a budget.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, you can say, this much money I'm going to spend here, this much money I'm going to spend here, and this much money I'm going to save maybe for something that you want to buy. So if you have something you want to buy, do you set a budget and maybe save a little bit of money each month so that you can buy it?
I do that now. I didn't do that when I was younger. I wish I did, though.
Yeah.
I would be wealthier by now.
So I save a lot of money, but I never do any of these things.
No?
When I want something, I just buy it because I think
you have enough.
I always have money because I'm not spending it. Do you know what I mean?
So, but does that mean that you don't have as much, desire for things?
I don't think so. I just kind of treat myself like I'm a poor person.
Okay.
And that way, when I want something that I really want, I have the money for it. So daily things, I won't spend much money.
Okay.
But when I really want something, I'll allow myself to buy it.
I think that's a really good way. And then to, so that way you can also save some money. And when you do want to buy something, you have enough for it.
Right, you have enough in the bank. So of course you need a bank account, right? Save your money, maybe invest. Yeah.
When you have a certain amount, you can invest.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Let's learn more about managing or mastering your money.
All right.
Master your money.
Set a budget. Let's say you're trying to save money to buy a Nintendo Switch. The best way to do so is to set up a budget. A budget could contain different groups like monthly expenses, daily spending, and savings for special things you want to buy. You can decide how much money you want to set aside for each group. For example, 50% can go to fixed expenses and 30% to daily spending. That leaves 20% for monthly savings toward that video game console. If you happen to go over budget one month, just get back on track the following month.
Today's lesson is called Master Your Money, Part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike, and we're talking about mastering your money or controlling your spending so that you can save money for a rainy day, for a useful purpose in the future. Yesterday, we learned about controlling your spending by tracking your spending. Keep a record of what you spend your money on and then look at it at the end of every month. See where that money is kind of slipping through your fingers, especially on things that you don't really need, like unnecessary snacks, unnecessary spending, and, trips to the store.
Track your expenses, track your spending, and then cut down on things, on expenses that are unnecessary. Now next, we're going to set a budget. So before we had our receipts, we figured out what we were spending money on and how much money we were spending. Now we're going to take that to the next level and set a budget, okay? We're going to figure out how much money we can spend in the coming month, let's say, and also what we can spend that money on. That's what a budget is for. Yes, here a budget is like a list that you'll keep to make sure that your expenses don't get out of control. You want to know how much you can spend and what you can spend it on, so you set a budget. Now, also, sometimes people set some money aside for some expenses when they're traveling, let's say. You can also call that a budget, like your traveling budget. How much money can you spend, let's say, when you're traveling? That would be your travel budget. For example, the first thing I did was work out a budget to see how much I could lower my debt by. Yes, if I didn't spend money here and made more money there, how much money could I put towards lowering my debt? Okay, so setting a budget. Let's say you're trying to save money to buy a Nintendo Switch. Now, the best way to do so is to set up a budget.
Absolutely. Set up a spending plan. A budget could contain different groups, like monthly expenses. Those are your fixed things. Daily spending, the things you might not really need. And savings for special things you want to buy. Try to save a little bit every week, even if it's just 500 or 1,000 NT. If you can do that every week all year long, that'll definitely be good. You can decide how much money you want to set aside for each group. This is how you set a budget. And of course, you know your goal, that Nintendo Switch.
Now, for example, 50% can go to fixed expenses and 30% to daily spending.
Food, snacks.
That leaves 20% for monthly savings toward that video game console. So if you happen to go over budget, by the way, one month, just get back on track the following month. So it might take longer to get that Nintendo Switch because you went over your budget, but you can get on track pretty soon the following month and get that Nintendo Switch sooner rather than later. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的课文学到，要聪明理财，首先要记录花费，还要减少开销。那么接着下一步是要设定预算，比方说你现在正在存钱要买任天堂的游戏机 Switch， 那你要达到这个目标，最好的方法就是设定预算。这个预算呢，可以包含不同的分类。举例来说，你可以规定自己每个月50%的钱用在固定支出，30%呢用在日常花费，剩下的20%呢存起来买游戏机。那我们先来看单字 budget，budget 它表示预算。那么预算是为了某个目的而拨出一笔钱，这样老师用到片语 set aside 就可以表达拨出、保留，像是你的时间或是金钱把它拨出来保留起来。好，那么课文接着提到说，如果你有一个月呢刚好超出预算了，那么下个月就要恢复正常。这边有3个重点，第一个重点是 happen to 加原形动词，它表达碰巧怎么样，刚好怎么样，像是I happen to know a nice restaurant not far from here. 我刚好知道有一间不错的餐厅，离这里不远哦。第二个重点是 go over budget， 表示超出预算，像是 I went over my budget this month. 我这个月的花费超出预算了。第3个重点 get back on track， 它表示回到正轨上。这个 track 是指轨道。Back on track 字面意思重回轨道，那就是表达说经历失败、打击等等之后，又回到正常的状况。好，例如 The new CEO promised to get the company back on track。那位新的执行长承诺要让公司回归正轨。好，继续回到课文中。
Master your money.
Start banking. Money can burn a hole in your pocket, so it's a good idea to keep it in a bank account. If you can't see it, you'll be less tempted to spend it. And be aware of any bank or ATM fees. Some of these expenses could be avoided if you pay attention to them.
Okay, so we've set up a budget. Now we've got to start banking. Yeah, money can burn a hole in your pocket. When you have it in your pocket, you want to spend it. But don't keep it in a bank. So because money can burn a hole in your pocket, well, so it's a good idea to keep it in a bank account. Yes, if the money's in a bank account, it won't be in your pocket and you won't want to spend it because, yeah, when you spend money, don't have it anymore. It's gone.
Exactly. So put it in the bank. And you don't just go to the bank and say, "Hi, my name's Dave. Here's my money." No, you need to have a bank account first, all right? We often use these words together. A bank account is basically your listing in that bank with your name. You'll get a number, you'll get a little book, you'll get a little card that you can use at the ATM machine. All of that stuff allows you to access your account, your personal file, probably in a computer somewhere. They don't keep it on paper anymore, but it used to be on paper. Nowadays it's on computer, but it'll have your name, your address, your birth date, your personal information, and this is the way they keep all of their different customers organized and separated from each other. Every customer has an account. If you open a business, you can have a business account, and this is where you will do all of your business, all of your transactions, your saving, your borrowing. All that stuff is done in your account, your personal listing or file in the bank's computers. For example, I went to the bank to open a new account. Maybe I want to have 2 accounts.
So you've got an account, you can go to the bank, get your money out, use the services at that bank because you've got an account. You can have an account in other places as well, like when you sign on to Facebook, you've got an account at Facebook there. You sign in and you can use Facebook and Facebook services. Anyways, moving on, we're mastering money, remember. If you can't see it, you'll be less tempted to spend it, i.e., if that money's not in your pocket, if you can't touch it, feel it, see it, you're probably not going to spend it, okay? So that's a good thing. Open up that bank account. But here's one drawback. If you are going to use your bank account and you're going to use an ATM, beware. Yes, and be aware of any bank or ATM fees. By the way, if you are aware of something, you know about that thing. You have been forewarned, let's say. For example, the teacher was not aware that some of her students cheated on the last test. What? They were cheating? I had no idea. I was not aware of that. Anyways, if you open up a bank account and you want to get your money out at the ATM machine, be careful. They might charge you money to use that ATM machine, so be aware of that.
Yes, definitely. You don't want to be surprised by those unexpected costs at using your bank, especially when you use it on the computer or from the machines. Some of these expenses could be avoided if you pay attention to them. If you're taking money out of the bank, find an ATM machine from your bank. Then you'll be able to take that money out for free, whereas if you use another company's machine, you'll have to pay for it. Those kinds of things. Be aware of them. Let's take a break, and then we'll be back with more smart spending advice.
聪明理财的下一步是开始把钱存到银行里面，因为口袋里面有钱就很容易花掉。那如果你把钱存到银行账户里看不到，你就比较不会想把它花掉了。课文提醒我们说，也要注意银行或是自动提款机的手续费，有一些费用是可以避免的。这边有2个单字 account。account 它可以指账户或是指账号，像是我们电脑有时候脸书啊或者什么你都需要账号，就可以用到这个字。好，那么我们要有银行账户才可以做金融交易。刚刚 Mike 老师用到 transaction 这个字就表示交易买卖，它是拼作 TRANSACTION transaction 交易。好，下一个单字 aware。aware 它是形容词，形容意识到的、察觉到的。我们可以用 be aware of 加名词来表达意识到某人或某事物。那 Jeff 老师在解释单字时用到 forewarn 这个字 ，FOREWARN forewarn 表示预先警告、事先告知。接话课文中
Master your money.
These are the basic steps for managing your money. Hopefully, they'll help you meet your financial goals.
Okay, so everyone, these are the basic steps for managing your money. If you can't remember them all, just remember this. Don't spend money that you don't have, and if you don't need something, don't buy it.
Absolutely. Managing your money isn't difficult, but it's something you should do for your own financial health, and it's also something you should do because it's a good habit to get into. What is it to manage? This verb is basically to control things, to be aware of them, to know about them, and to handle them, to take care of any problems, to guide them in a good way, to not sort of ignore them and let them kind of start to develop problems. A boss will manage the workers, a parent will manage their kids, make sure the kids are doing their homework and getting enough sleep and eating the right food. If you pay attention to things and are responsible, it's not too hard to manage them fairly easily, to keep control of them so things don't get crazy and a little bit, wild. For example, Trevor's dad always tells him that he needs to manage his time more wisely. Yeah, managing your time in the same way. Don't waste your money, don't waste your time. Focus your money and your time on things that are good for you, things that help you reach your goals.
There you go. Track your spending, cut your spending, set up a budget, set up a bank account, do all of these things, and you know what? Hopefully you'll reach your financial goals. Yes, hopefully they'll help you meet your financial goals. Anyways, folks, our article is now in the books, and it's time for us to ask and then answer the what do you think question. How would you apply what you learned to develop a money-saving plan?
I think, well, first I would start by tracking my spending. That's really, really good advice. And then I would look at the things that maybe I'm wasting my money on. Maybe some money is going out that I really don't need to have go out. I can save it by, changing my habits, changing my decisions, and really just being aware of where my money is going.
Sounds good to me. All right, folks, it's time for us to say bye-bye for now, but we'll be back next time with more fun. Bye-bye.
Take care.
记录花费，减少开销，设定预算，把钱存到银行，这些都是管理金钱的基本步骤。建议同学们趁早开始做理财规划。那希望这2天的课程可以帮助你达到财务目标哦。我们最后来看单字 manage，manage 它就有管理经营的意思。好，那么以上这些讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
各位同学，大家好，我是建安老师。我们今天带大家看一下照片描述题哦，景物描述题的常见动词哦，常见动词非常重要。因为呢，我们今天要讲的这个东西呢，是拟人的这些动作哦，比如说物品它也可以正在干嘛耶？什么意思呢？比如说靠着 the ladder, the chair, the guitar， 某个东西 is leaning against the wall， 正靠着墙摆放 ，leaning against 靠着。is propped against 这个字大家比较不熟悉，它一样是靠，但是呢，有些考题很常出现哦 ，propped against。再来，投射出影子 ，some trees are shading 啊 ，shade 的话就是投放出影子啊，就是shading a street， 意思就是说那个树的影子 ，OK， 就是投射在这个街道上 ，some trees are shading a street。再来 ，a ladder is casting the shadow， 这个梯子呢正投放出，就是映照出一个影子。我的中文不大好啊 ，casting 那可以投射出影子。再来面对哦，一般人说面对出来面对，出来面对，感觉是人对不对？但是这边东西也可以景物啊，所以这边 the building is facing a lake， 这个大楼呢它是面向什么什么，面向一座湖啊is facing a lake， 这样也是可以的。再来运送 ，cars are transporting， 车子呢它上面有载货啊，它是一个状态，这样也是可以的transporting cargo to a factory，OK 的。The vehicles are traveling in the same direction, right? Vehicle 它就是车辆，这种单字非常的重要。从阅读题也好，或是听力题呢，在这种考试都很常出现。Vehicle 它是车辆，但是呢，它是各式各样的车辆都可以哦。所以呢 ，car 啦、truck 啦，这些都可以算是 vehicle。Vehicles are traveling in the same direction。他们呢是从 same direction 同样一个方向在走。那如果呢是高速公路上面，然后有不一样的方向，那怎么办呢？他们是走着反方向 ，OK？ 那反方向的叫做 opposite，right？ Opposite direction. Vehicles are traveling in the opposite direction. 就会是这个样子。再来围绕 ，a brick wall surrounds 或者 is surrounding a work area， 就是一个工作区旁边有这个砖头把它给围绕起来，一样是用这个 be 动词加上 VING， 算是一个拟人化，因为觉得砖头就砖头嘛，为什么会有砖头正在围绕这种东西呢？但是在 picture description 就是很常出现这样。好，物品的 VING 还有哪一些呢？ A frame picture is hanging， 正挂着 ，OK， 它挂在那边，这样也是一个拟人化的动词。再来，船浮在那边 is floating in the river， 通过 boats are passing under the bridge， 很常见。通往 the path is leading to a garden， 这个小径它通往什么什么，可以用这一个用法。再来呢，俯瞰 the building is overlooking a garden， 比如说这边有一个建筑，然后前面呢有一个花园，就可以用这个表达方法。The building is overlooking a garden， 或者是 buildings overlook the water， 如果是这个海景或者是说湖景，这边有像是饭店的那种样子，然后前面呢有一座湖，就可以用这个啦。Buildings overlook the water。最后喷水池 ，OK，a fountain is spraying water onto the grass。OK， 有这个一个喷水喷水池或者是一个喷水的装置。Fountain is spraying water onto the grass， 喷水到草地上。再来，我们看到，如果呢是有人的时候，就可以用上这个句型了，对不对？就是 being。正在被干嘛 ？Being PP，alright， 比如说连接好了 ，The cable is being connected to some equipment， 就看到它那个插头插上去的那个样子，这样就 OK。浇水 ，The plants are being watered，OK，are being watered，are being watered，OK， 它正在被浇水，有人在那边洒水，对不对 ？The boxes are being carried，alright。如果呢这个照片没有人，只有箱子在那边，这个就不行了哈，不然变成鬼在搬。The wall is being painted， 看到工人在那边刷，The wall is being painted 是可以的。The product is being scanned by the clerk， 这个售货员呢正在扫描这一个产品。OK，The traffic is being directed by an officer， 一个 officer 可能是一个警官，他正在指挥交通 is being directed。Merchandise is being arranged by the man。Merchandise 是这个商品商品它是一个不可数的名词所以呢它就是这样单数型。Merchandise is being arranged by the man。以上是我们今天的课程内容所以这些动词大家要非常非常熟悉记得一定要把它背得滚瓜烂熟才可以上战场。我是季安老师，我们下部影片见，拜拜。
Are you listening to me?
I don't want to listen to
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, can we start now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, 欢迎来到一混摇之大解析，我是 Holly.
Welcome everybody. I am Shane. Confusing words.
So what are today's words?
Hear and listen.
OK， 两个都是听的意思，那到底差在哪里呢？那第一个 hear。So
hear is just like the sound goes into your ear and you hear it.
所以它比较像是不经意听到什么东西，就是你没有要注意去听，声音就传到你耳朵里面去了。
So you could say, I can hear the dog barking in the yard.
我可以听到后院的狗狗在吠。
Okay, so compared to listen. So listen is like you really pay attention.
OK， 所以就是比较像是你仔细的、专注的去听，所以你主动去听一个东西。
Perfect explanation. I was really listening to you. Could you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
So for example, listen to this song. I really like it.
听听这首歌，我真的好喜欢。
So is everybody listening?
Is everybody listening?
Yeah, you're listening, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're listening, what should we do next?
All right, we're going to go to
live action. Holly, make sure you don't forget to feed the cat while I'm out of town. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I heard you.
What did I say then?
You said to feed the cat while you're gone. Why do you want me to feel the cat? You're weird.
Feed the cat, not feel the cat. I knew you weren't listening to me. You never listen to me.
Don't be like that. You know I love the sound of your beautiful voice.
Did you hear that? Our poor cat is starving.
Well, go feed him then. I'm busy.
Listen to me. If our cat dies while I'm out of town, then I'm breaking up with you. Ah!